TV show that has the potential of being the biggest in history. The Harry Potter show, when it comes out in about 2 years' time, it's going to be massive, and it could be huge if HBO does this right. It's the right production house to be handling this. We know that Warner Brothers is on a precipice, so they need this to hit. So if there's not too much studio meddling in this, if the right people are in place, this thing could be huge, and I legitimately want this to be good. I'm a big fan of most of the movies. I haven't read the books because reading books is stupid. But yeah, as somebody who went to, for the last 3 movies, midnight releases for them, I was late to the potty pal on them when they first came out. But I have since caught up and hold these movies in relatively high regards. I wouldn't say that they're my favorites by any stretch of the imagination, but they're films that I've seen multiple times over, and I do appreciate them for what they are, except for the first 2. I think they're kind of aids, but it goes without saying. I want this TV series to be very good, okay, because HBO can make a fantastic show, even with a less than excellent source material. I mean, take a look at House of the Dragon. And even with some of that late-stage Game of Thrones stuff, when they had no source material, they can still make it look good. Just hopefully we don't end up with that stuff off or up with the Harry Potter show. But 1 book per season, I mean, you got 7 seasons guaranteed of a show that could very well end up being the biggest thing going. Like, no word of a lie, okay? Like, to this very day. For as much as people want to bitch and moan, whine, and complain about J.K. Rowling, like, I think she's one of the most overrated hacks that there is. She is an open and brazen misandrist. She created a great world that I do like and appreciate. So I want this to succeed. So, following along with some of the casting news that's coming out, I mean, I'm waiting with bated breath, and them running back the Trinity right here, okay, getting proper casting for Harry, Ron, and Hermione, that's going to be integral, because you're going to need somebody, or you're going to need 2 young actors and an actress that can be around a production for 10 to 15 years, depending on how long this stuff takes, that are going to grow up in the role and be good from the time that they're pre-teens into their, well, early 20s. I don't know if they're going to be able to catch lightning in a bottle again, but we'll see. We'll see. But we have news on the casting of Hermione, as there has been a multiple rounds of tryouts and open casting calls answered. And yeah, we can go ahead and confirm that there was one auditioner that unfortunately had his heart broken in regards to the Hermione role. Yes, you heard that correctly. As a 42-year-old man fails audition to be cast as Hermione in the new Harry Potter TV adaptation. Ah, shucks. After more than 30,000 applied for the roles in the show. I know, man. Just that close, right? You just ended up flubbing a couple of lines at the end. Other than that, it would have been perfect. But memes aside, we have more substantive news. Like, we've talked about the potential of, good old Black Snape out there, which is, oh boy, if they do that, I mean, it's really tough. It's really tough to do better than Alan Rickman. Like, you take a look at the cast of the professors that are out there, you'd be hard-pressed to find better casting for anybody that's out there. Maggie Smith is McGonagall, obviously. Like, you nailed it twice over with Dumbledore, but we'll get to him shortly because not great. Not great what they're doing over there, but bringing in Cillian Murphy, that could be interesting. And he was earmarked, or I guess maybe it was a popular fan cast that he could be Voldemort. Obviously, I think if, and I know that he's on board for it, like, bring back Ralph Fiennes, just do that. Like, he's honestly a top tier villain of all time, and he's a big reason why, even if you weren't enamored with the first 3 Harry Potter films, the moment that Voldemort gets introduced at the end of Goblet of Fire, it's like, that shit really starts to bang after that. The one action scene that sticks with me to this very day is Voldemort, Dumbledore at the Ministry of Magic, where, Voldemort has all of the broken shards of glass, and Dumbledore turns it to sand. Like, that shit just lives rent-free in my head. It's the coolest shit ever, and it's mostly because Ralph Fiennes is an absolute monster in that role. So yeah, if he wants to come back and they want to make it happen, I mean, he's going to be in full makeup anyway, so like, let's just make it happen. If you think that he looks too old for it, no, man, just do that, okay? But if you were also earmarking Cillian Murphy, I'm just saying, like, if you want to do a different type of creepy to what Rafe brought to the role, could work. It could work, but apparently he's in talks to play a Harry Potter villain in upcoming HBO series, but it's not Voldemort as initially rumored. Okay, now is he going to be I forget the guy's name, but is he going to be the Professor of Dark Arts for in the first season? Are they just going to use him as a one-off in Philosopher's Stone adaptation? Because that could be a role that he fits, or maybe if they're earmarking him for Snape, Like, Snape is supposed to be like a 2 out of 10. Like, he's supposed to be an absolute gremlin. But if they want to have somebody who has a creepy aura about him, like, Cillian could pull it off. That'd be great. Can we go ahead and do that? And I know, obviously, like, the overall story of Snape, he's not a villain, but kind of presented as a villain for a vast majority of the run. So I would like to see that. Can we make that happen? There's nobody else that just, like Barty Crouch, maybe? But again, like, that's somebody who's way down the line. Why would they be casting it for that? But, like, nobody else just immediately comes to mind. But let's see here. New casting rumor has sent the Harry Potter fandom into a frenzy. Cillian Murphy, the Oscar-nominated star of Oppenheimer and Peaky Blinders, didn't he win the Oscar? Is reportedly being eyed for a major villain role in the upcoming HBO reboot series of J.K. Rowling's classic magical tale. However, it won't be Voldemort, as rumors recently suggested. I mean, you look at that facial structure and you just imagine him without a nose, and it's like, yeah, totally works. But then you also see Ralph Fiennes right there, and it's like, just do it, just make it happen, man. Drag over some of the continuity, because, well, mostly everybody else is dead. Like, the only guy who could reprise his role is, well, he's talked about retiring, and it's Gary Oldman. That's somebody else I wouldn't be mad to see also return, because, well, Gary Oldman's like one of the best working actors out there right now, but Sirius Black won't be coming in until the 3rd season. But anyways, if the rumor is to be believed, Cillian is close to landing a role as Professor. Yes, okay, so he is going to be, like I said, I forgot him before, but Quirinius, Quirrell, okay, and the 1st season. Scoop comes from industry insider Daniel Richman, okay, who shared the rumor on his Patreon, claiming Murphy is a front runner for the ill-fated Defense Against the Dark Arts professor. Despite the buzz, Warner Brothers has yet to confirm or deny the casting. I wouldn't want to see him. Like, yeah, he would be great for the role, and that was the first thing that popped to mind. It's like, okay, cool. He's going to be in the show, but he's not going to be Voldemort. It's like, oh, shit. I was like, yeah, Quirrell. Yeah, totally makes sense. So I guess he's kind of playing Voldemort. If you know, you know, and if you don't worry about it. Murphy's name, yes, has been linked to the Harry Potter franchise for months, but previously it was for a different villain altogether, the series' primary antagonist, Lord Voldemort. Early speculation suggests the reboot's producers were considering Murphy to play the Dark Lord, a rumor that gained traction when Ralph Fiennes, who portrayed Voldemort in the films, publicly endorsed the idea. Yeah, but he's also said that he's ready to come back, so just do that. Just, can we make that happen? And during a December 2024 interview with Andy Cohen, Ralph Fiennes responded to the casting chatter, stating Cillian is a fantastic actor. That would be that's a wonderful suggestion. I would be all in favor of Cillian. Yeah. New rumor, however, shifts Murphy from Voldemort to another of Harry's earliest foes. Yes, of course, Professor Quirrell is played by Ian Hart in the Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone. Yes, in 2001, the series' first major antagonist. Not really until the end, where there's I've got to go back and watch those films because I want to see how well that CGI is aged. Because it freaked me the fuck out at the time. So yeah, I can imagine it would be very interesting. And then of course recreating because there it is. It's like, you know, when Dumbledore when he shows up at the Ministry there at the end, and he just battles Voldemort that one time, and it's like it's so cool. But while we don't know right now who's going to be opposite of Dumbledore, we have rumor as to who's going to be the Dumbledore moving forward. Because, yeah, you had Michael Gambon, obviously, after the passing of Richard Harris. Like, you knocked it out the park twice. But this one right here, like, you got a good actor. It's just, it's weird, man. It'd be like saying, okay, cool, we got Rowan Atkinson, and he's going to play Hagrid. Like, what? Okay, but Harry Potter HBO series eyes John Lithgow to play Dumbledore. What? Huh? Like, Lithgow's great. What? No, would be the first American. No. This is a quintessential British story. You get British actors to do the shit. What are we doing? Yeah, to take a major role in the Potter franchise. That's, no, I don't like it. I don't like this at all whatsoever. Like I said, Lithgow's great, but not as Dumbledore. What are you guys doing? Oh, we want to be more diverse, and we want to be able to have Americans see themselves in the Harry Potter series. I mean, it's, the 3rd or 4th most popular book series of all time? Like, what are we doing? Okay, a bombshell from Deadline reveals that John Lithgow is in final negotiations to portray Albus Dumbledore in HBO's upcoming Harry Potter series. Like, what are you going to tell me next? Like, you're going to have Amanda Seyfried play McGonagall? Like, what are we doing? Fucking weird. Lithgow, a six-time Emmy winner known for his role in The Crown and Dexter, would become the first American to play a major role in the Harry Potter series, a huge departure from J.K. Rowling's long-standing preference for an all-British cast. So yeah, for as much as it's like, yeah, he's got the talent, I could definitely see him with a big old bushy beard pulling this stuff off, and he's still young-ish enough to be around for the more involved Dumbledore gets in the plot. I don't know, man. A Harry Potter film series notably featured only one American actor, Eleanor Columbus, daughter of Chris Columbus, who played Susan Bones in Harry Potter, the Sorcerer's Stone, and The Chamber of Secrets. Despite her on-screen appearance, she was given no speaking lines to maintain the franchise's British authenticity. Exactly, Lithgow's potential casting, therefore, marks a major break from precedent and has sparked passionate debate among fans. Yeah, man. Americans were cast in the Wizarding World, yes, Fantastic Beasts movies, but nobody takes that shit seriously. Those films are AIDS. But I don't know, man. It could work. It could work. I don't like it. I really don't like it. And it shows if J.K. Rowling is willing to sign off on shit like this. The idea that we're going to be getting Black Hermione is very much on the cards. But I guess we won't be getting trans Hermione. But is that really that much of a shock? My heart goes out to that 42-year-old dude who's just trying to live his best life. So with all that said, thank you all very much for the gift of your time. I've been Don Consuelo. I want you to follow your gut and get after it. Take care, everyone.